Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show. Guess what? Wahoo have sent me an Element rival. It's a bloody nice watch. Hashtag not an ad, but kind of hashtag ad. Listen, right, I know it's built for triathletes. Here's a challenge for you. Get me 1,000 likes on this video and I will attempt a triathlon. I will document it, I will film it. What has happened to me? No, come on, let's do it. It's about time I challenge myself. Listen, 1,000 likes on this video and I'll do a triathlon by the end of 2021. Dare me. Bloody dare me. Coming up in today's show, we're going to be talking about Taiwan's 24-hour Zwift Ride Challenge. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new EF Pro Cycling Nippon, whatever they're called, kit. As well as that, we see Tompidcock in the Ineos kit for the first time, and we'll take a look back at the cyclocross action from the weekend. Are you ready for some news? Of course you are, or you wouldn't be bloody here. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscription button, and without further ado, let's get on with it. All right, first up in the news, on Friday, we had Tai Woffinden on the podcast. He was attempting 24 hours non-stop riding on Zwift. Man is mad. Crazy. The challenge started at 8 AM yesterday morning, and unfortunately for Tai Woffinden, he just couldn't complete the full 24 hours, but not without trying. I spoke to him this morning, and after 13 and a half hours, almost 600k of riding, literally non-stop, only getting off to go to the toilet, straight back on, he had to stop due to an injury in his ankle. He said his ankle was playing up for a couple of hours towards the end of the ride where he had to stop. He got out of the saddle at some point and something went snap in his ankle, and unfortunately that was all she wrote. He was in good spirits still, and it sounded like he could have, it's easy saying that 13 hours in, but he said his legs felt great, he felt fine mentally, he looked mentally fine. If you look at the live stream, if you watch the live stream back, not all 14 hours of it, but if you watch bits of it, you'll realise that he was in a good state up there, and physically I think he was in a good state. It was just that injury that just put him into too much pain. He couldn't physically put any weight through his foot, and that was the end of the challenge. You can bet your bottom dollar, though, that he is going to be back again doing a 24-hour challenge. But I reckon this time, if the weather's right, he'll probably do it outside, which I don't know if it'll make it easier or harder. It'd be difficult to keep yourself fueled as well as he probably kept himself fueled on the ride on Zwift. But hey, fair play to him. Link is still down in the description. If you want to go and donate to the Great Ormond Street Hospital, then you can do so following his link. And I think he's trying to raise 200 grand. So small donation, anything you can give will go a long way to help those kids. Next up in the news, over on Twitter, Matt Stevens sat down with Tompidcock, and we got to see what the Pidcock looks like in Ineos kit for the first time. Obviously, he's been riding with his Trinity team up to the World Championships with cyclocross, but now that transfers over to the road, where he becomes an Ineos Grenadier. Cracking little video. Matt Stevens sits down with him and asks him some strange questions.
Well, it basically gives you the power or the ability to go forward or back in time.
Oh,
so
the car?
Yeah, the car, the DeLorean.
Oh, yeah,
the car.
okay.
So you've got the keys, the car's parked outside the kebab shop you've just come out of, and off you go. But where'd you go? Into the future or into the past?
Future.
And
because we know the past, don't we?
We do, yeah.
Then the future.
How far would you go? Because you've got a little knob that you twiddle, and it's got the years on it, so you can choose.
You can only go one place, one time.
Just one opportunity, then you're back at the kebab shop on the way home.
I'd say probably 50 years.
Okay.
Again, link down in the description if you want to go and check out that video. But what do we think to Tompidcock in Ineos kit? What do we think he's going to achieve this year? If everything goes to plan and we get plenty of racing in, is it going to be a year of learning? Is he going to be able to just step up to the plate straight away like we've seen others do and be competitive at the elite world tour level? Or do you think he's going to get his ass handed to him for a few weeks before he gets up to speed? I don't know. It'd be interesting to get your thoughts. We often talk about Tompidcock. We've got kind of two camps with Pidcock. People that say he's going to hit the ground running and he's going to be very successful this year. And then in the other camp, you've got the people saying, still a bit too young, got a lot to learn, He'll struggle this season, but I think once he's got this season under his belt, then he'll be able to progress. But what do you think? What camp do you sit in? How successful is Tompidcock going to be this year? And oh, bearing in mind that he didn't finish on the podium at the Cyclocross World Championships, so I'm not even going to talk about the Cyclocross World Championships. If Pidcock didn't win, didn't even happen. I'm kidding. Of course we're going to talk about the Cyclocross World Championships. One, because I need to use it in my thumbnail to get them views. And two bloody cracking races. The men's and the women's elite races. I didn't realise that they were racing at bloody Blackpool. If I'd have known that, I'd have popped over and watched. I mean, whose idea was it to put it became a beach race, not a bloody cyclocross race. Not that technical, that course, but holy moly, did you need to be strong to compete on that course. Now in the women's race, as you'd expect, it was the Dutch ladies that just dominated the race, but not with Celine Alvarado. No, it was Lucinda Brandt, Anne-Marie Verst and Denise Betzema who were taking it to, well, they weren't just taking it to the rest of them, they absolutely destroyed everybody. Unfortunately, Celine Del Carmen Alvarado was nowhere to be seen. She crashed on the first corner, and I don't know whether that affected the rest of her race or she just wasn't on a very strong day, but unfortunately she only finished 6th. But the race was between those 3 Dutch riders and they were just going hammer and tong all race long. Eventually, this move here with Lucinda Brandt taking the inside line, Anne-Marie Verst coming off Verst, such a dickhead, of the two, going down and essentially handing Brandt the World Championship title for 2021. Oh, it was Belgium. Ostend, not Blackpool. My bad. Denise Betzema finished in 3rd and 4th was American Clara Honsinger. Now over in the men's race, it was always going to be a battle between these 2 riders, Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel. It was the clash of the titans. It was the other cliches that I can't think of. But essentially it was those 2 that were fighting for the title. Tom Pidcock was up there heading into the first turn, looking strong, looking good, but unfortunately Pidcock just didn't seem... Hey, listen, strong as an ox. He's as strong as an ox. They all bloody are, right? But unfortunately he found himself in uncharted territory, way down the pack. And of course it was Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert who would eventually take off from the rest of the riders. A glut of Belgian riders, not necessarily working together, but all in a little pack, and you could see that Tom Pidcock was behind them. Listen, right, this moment right here, that should have handed Wout van Aert the title. Massive crash, massive stack. I don't know if it was dazed for a few seconds or what, but he didn't seem to get back up as quick as you'd expect for a man that's fighting for a world championship. But got back up he did, got back in the race, and clawed his way back to Wout van Aert. Thankfully for Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert suffered a puncture, had to head into the pits. And Mathieu van der Poel left him for dead, taking another Cyclocross World Championship. In 3rd was Toon Aerts, chased all the way by Tom Pidcock, who finished in 4th overall. What, I tell you what, like I say, not the most technical track, but what a brute of a race. And just those 2 riders, hats off to them. It's going to be exciting watching those 2 knock each other for 6th. Is that a saying? I don't know. On the road this year. But yeah, Mathieu van der Poel, 2021 Cyclocross World Champion, even after a bit of a stack. Next up, one of the first riders to miss the first race of the season for his team EF Pro Cycling Nippon is German rider Jonas Rütsch, who is in isolation after testing positive for COVID-19. The young German was awaiting outcome of a 3rd test after negative result on Sunday. That's all I've got on that story. It was just a bit of a segue into talking about EF Pro Cycling Nippon's brand new kit. One of the last kits in the... Wait, it's the last kit to be announced in the World Tour. Feast your eyes on it. What do you think to it? Check out this little promo vid as well from Rafa. I'm gonna sing over the music because I'm not sure if it'll get copyrighted. I might not be able to use it. So just listen to my voice and hopefully it'll hide the volume of the music. Cool graphics, yeah, look at that kit. It looks bloody lovely. Oh yeah. But listen, in all honesty, what do you think to this kit? I personally think, come on, you know me, it's pink. I'm gonna bloody love it. But honestly, I love what they've done. Where they've took it to the man. They've socked it to the man. They said, you want us to comply with it? We'll comply. And we'll go above and beyond to comply. Leaving the tailor's measurements on the kit. I think it's a right touch. I think it's bloody beautiful. Best kit. It's a shame that I didn't wait just a couple more weeks before I did my tier list on kits in the World Tour, because that, my friends, is the best kit I have seen in 2021. Disagree with me all you want. You're bloody wrong. But leave your comments down below. What do you think to this kit? Too brash? Too pink? Too trying to be out there in a marketing sense? I don't know. Leave your comments down below. I absolutely bloody love it. And I think the pink and the blue shorts, they just work. I ain't no fashionista, but I like it. It pleases my eyes immensely. But does it please your eyes? Leave your comments down below and let me know. Alright guys, that's the news for today. If you're watching this within the first hour of this video going live, 6 PM tonight, I am streaming live over on Rouvy. They've got an event coming up and I'm going to be riding the next 2 stages, well the first stage and the second stage of the event tonight and tomorrow. So if you want to be part of that stream, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we go live, or just join us at 6 PM for the race. I'm looking forward to it. There's new features over on Rouvy, there's new routes over on Rouvy, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it again, seeing what this draft effect is like, because last time I rode it, there was no draft effect. So we're going to check it out. We're going to see what the views are like. We're going to see what the stage is like. We're going to see what the race is like. Get involved in the stream by doing what I just said, hitting that notification bell. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that dislike button if you've disliked it for whatever reason. Leave your comments down below and I'll see you either on the stream or some other point in time. Thanks for watching. Element Rival. #not an ad.